Alright, I almost forgot about this newsletter. I have returned, and I am very late to this. Apparently, it's like big compared to the rest, so let's see it. Deltarune progress update. Look at that. Incredible. Chapter 4 is making great progress as the time of writing this. All the maps are done, all the battles are playable. Only 2 cutscenes need small improvements. 1 battle needs to be balanced and the visuals need to be complete. 1 battle needs a better background. 2 battles are having their ending sequences improved. There's still some things to fix and places to polish. There, my friends were able to play through the entirety of the unfinished Chapter 4. All of them liked it and didn't have any major criticisms, except for one friend who kept mentioning that I should name all the chairs because of the existence of Chariol implies that all chairs should be named as well. I'm probably not going to go through with that. You already know he's lying and he's going to go through with that. I'm not sure if Chapter 2 is still the longest chapter, but Chapter 3 and 4 together are definitely longer than Chapter 1 and 2 combined. Thinking about that is kind of crazy. Initial development of Chapter 5 is also progressing steadily. Most of the team is focused on Chapter 4, but a few people are going ahead to creating the initial draft of Chapter 5's maps, working on bullet patterns. See, I don't know... Oh, wait, never mind. We're not there yet. Look at that. Just more free AU designs. Remember when, like, Ocean Tail and stuff was a thing? Bird. See... He's got his IQ underwear still. Chapter 4 is basically playable, minus some polish, so it seems Chapter 3 and 4 are going to come out really soon, right? Actually, the release date is far away. We've gotten 3 months closer, but it's still far. Why? How does that horrible, despair-inducing, teeth-gnashing fact keep me up at night? Make any sense at all? I want them out now! Well, I'll tell you. Very goofy looking picture. Also the battle sprite for some reason. Pretty out of place. What's left before release? That's right. Creating the chapters is only the first step. Releasing the chapters is a whole other ordeal. Also, Chapter 5 hasn't been finished yet. Wait, I forget. Did Toby change his mind on that? Did he decide that, 3 and 4 are going to be bundled and then Chapter 5 will be separate? I forgot. Anyway, it wouldn't be such a big deal if the game was free, but since this is going to be our first paid release since Undertale, we have to take the extra time to make sure it's perfect. Our goal is simultaneous. This is the one thing that I got spoiled on. Simultaneously console and PC release in both English and Japanese. Thank you, Toby. I was so sick of being the stupid kid without by the time the rest of the chapters are done, I probably will have a PC. I was actually setting stuff up to get a PC right before I started recording this. But in case that doesn't happen, I'm glad that we're getting the console because Chapter 2, when Chapter 1 came out, I was I don't know, months of out of context spoilers before I got to play Deltarune in any capacity because I just refused to watch videos of it. I think. I don't actually know. I don't know if I spoiled myself fully or not. Anyway, but when Chapter 2 dropped, I just watched it all. I just watched a full no commentary playthrough of it on my own time. And then literally, I don't know, a week or 2 later, boom, the Nintendo Switch release is out. Because I was getting spoilers left and right and didn't even know it. Because I didn't even know some of those characters were from Deltarune at first. But they were flooding my recommended, and there was no point of trying to stop myself from getting spoiled that time. But then, only a couple days later, it's out on Nintendo Switch, and then I could have played the whole game. And it's free. Toby, stop making free games, please. You deserve to be paid. Anyway. It's long, so click below if curious. We'll look at the closing thoughts before the quest. Oh wait, never mind, there's a more. Guinea pig syndrome. That's right. The first quest we have to clear regardless of any way. We have to be the guinea pig for a brand new function of Game Maker. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Game Maker literally made a new thing just for Toby Fox. I forgot what it was. The creators of Game Maker are adding a special new function just for Deltarune. This new game command is called game_change. It allows you to separately launch different games you have created in Game Maker, and even works on console. That means we can create each chapter as an independent game project and swap between them using the function. Chapter 1 and 2 demo, we initially committed to the strange act of smashing both chapters together into one game project. It wasn't such an issue with only 2 chapters, but as the game progresses, doing something like that will become more and more troublesome. Here's the kind of trouble that could arise if we didn't have that. When editing the combined project, we wouldn't know if anything during the process might have inadvertently affected anything at any point in the game. So anytime we patched any chapter, we would have to test all the chapters over again. Game Maker would potentially be slow to run the game with content scale of 3 chapters and more. And on the player side, initial loading of the game would potentially take longer as more chapters are added. Anyway, the point is, we have a new command for the solution for those issues, with one caveat. This new function is brand new. It has never been tested broadly on many computers and platforms before. Therefore, we would like to soon ask for your help testing it. It's estimated Wait, what? How are we going to test it if it hasn't been used in any games? Anyway, I'm going to keep reading before I start whining. Estimated Game Maker will be updated with the new command within the next few weeks. At this time, we will put out a version of Chapter 1 and 2 that uses it, along with some more detailed instructions about testing. For future updates on this topic, just keep your eyes on the official Undertale Twitter. Twitter. And I like how Toby isn't even referring to it as Twitter, formerly known as X. It's just Twitter, as it always will be. Anyway, in case you don't have a Twitter account, I'm happy for you. Even Toby knows. Even though I don't think Toby's really gotten into much Twitter drama. Other than maybe the MatPat thing, but not really. Make console versions. Look at that. Since our goal is to release simultaneously, we will have to make a console version for Chapter 3 and 4. It's no problem to get the game running on console at this point, but making sure there's no differences or bugs between the console and PC version will take some time. And definitely not the spam fire glitch. Each console manufacturer also has their own special rules and standards, so we will also have to update the game to reflect those things appropriately. We will be focusing on the PC version, focusing on this as the PC version is reaching its conclusion. The legend of localization again. Wow, that's so crazy. Wait, look. This picture of Rouse actually has the drawing as a spade, so it's not a graphical glitch. That doesn't make sense. So, and that's the hatless version of Rouse, which has the heart. It doesn't have the spade-looking sigil or symbol on his robe. Why is it changing? Stop! Anyway, as mentioned, we are aiming for simultaneously English and Japanese release. After all, it would be pretty strange if only the first 2 chapters had Japanese and the third and fourth didn't. At this point, getting the Japanese script of the game is trivial, but the location and timing of Japanese text always needs small adjustments to make it just as good as the English version. Plus, there's always some lines we forget to hand over for translation. Chapter 3's localization is already amazing. Now that I can read all the Japanese, I've been able to personally review every single line. Other times, the phrasing in the English is very vague, so I try to clarify anything I can for the translation team. I know localization isn't something that interests most people that much, but I'm really proud. Original creators are very rarely involved in the translation process of their works this closely. How laboratory. Anyway, it's funny that he says this when the Legend of Localization book probably has given us more lore than any other outside Undertale media has since the original game. Reading the Japanese and English side by side could be a great way to study, although rules card might make you stupider. The weather girl who really makes Bimbito. I'm just being alone. What is the context? Water, ice. So that's definitely a elemental pattern. That's probably the description of, I forgot what her name was. In fact, that might be her name right there. Nino? Maybe. But the weather characters got names in the Valentine card. Confirmed we get a third rules card battle. Incredible. Assuming this Rousey line is directly after, or directly before this rules card line. Oh wait, no, this is not a battle. Susie punched through a guy. Incredible. Anyway, the localization of Chapter 4 will need to be completed before the chapter's release. By the time you read this, I hope we've already started. I think the characters will be easier to localize than Chapter 2 or 3. Hopefully... Wait, that... Yeah, so hopefully it will be smooth. Releasing a game properly means trying to hunt down every major bug you can find. Oh yeah, this is a virus. Fortunately, we have decided we have a dedicated company that will test our game and help. A group of professionals will play the game cumulatively hundreds of times in both English and Japanese on every console. Of course, we can't do this until everything is finished. After all, any change to a project could inadvertently cause an issue. For example, making changes for console could make bugs on PC. Making changes for Japanese could make bugs for English, etc. So this will be one of the final steps. And there's a few more things to think about. Get the game reviewed by rating boards, complete the soundtrack and get it ready for release, make the trailer and release materials, and more. I still think that the Sweet Captain Cake's dancing scene should have been the trailer for Chapter 2, and they just put the word Deltarune where it says I forgot what it says. I am very stupid. Anyway, so those are the main steps for getting chapters 3 and 4 ready. Or it kind of looks like this. We'll let you know we'll let you know the progress for each of these things going forward. Cool. Is Undyne blocking the fan, or is Undyne already dead and getting fanned? I can't tell. Thank you guys so much for your patience. I am monumentally thankful for everyone still waiting as we get over this final hill for the release of Chapter 3 and 4. With the progress on Chapter 5, I'm feeling confident that once Chapter 3 and 4 come out, the release schedule for the following chapters will be a lot smoother. Look at this, following chapters with an S. I don't know where this narrative that... I don't know why, but someone started a narrative that Chapter 5 is actually the final one, or at very least Toby is pretending that Chapter 5 is the final one, and that 6 and 7 are like secret or something, or not even finalized, and that chapter select screen we saw at Chapter 2 was a work in progress. No, are you stupid? 6 and 7 are still going to be made, and probably chapters beyond that. And this proves it, because it's saying after Chapter 3 and 4 and 5, or after 3 and 4, that there's following chapters. If there was only Chapter 5 was the final one, it would just say the following chapter. So, no, there are more. There always have been, and there always will be. Anyway, it'll be a lot smoother. It's still going to take a good while to get out there, but once you do, you'll never have to wait so long again. One more unrelated thing. Oh no, ew, I hate Hololive. Oh man, it's Megalovania. Gosh dang it, it's returned again. Wait, let me read this more thoroughly. Okay, it's just for reference, so they're not making another Megalovania. I wonder if this is secret Deltarune foreshadowing. Anyway. No, he is being burned! He is dead. Time to set sail. Pirate foreshadowing. Start putting pirate themed into your head canons now. Anyway. That's all there is to say. This video will probably give you nothing that you haven't already gotten out of the millions of other videos on this that you probably already saw because I was late. Anyway, goodbye.